Hello and welcome back to my Daniel the Demon Prince campaign. Um, so where I left off on this last one is uh, I completely smashed the Cathay. There's just
Demon
this one little
Prince.
army here. We're just gonna kill it right now. I so they I think that they may have a couple of settlements over there near Zalming
My spirit cell.
where he starts.
Now is the
So
time
I'm
of
gonna go ahead and
conquest.
start going that way.
This only delays for me. Such insights to tempt you. Advance. Father Nagel. Time to enjoy ourselves, children.
We'll just get the money.
Nagel's beloved.
Alright. So we have this army here. So we're gonna just send this one. This army here, the main focus of this army is it will level up as it takes out the settlements for Nikai's vassal. Okay. And also on the last ooh. Let's see if we can kill that army by just. Let's do that. Okay. So on the last turn, uh, Sigvald and Valkia both died. Okay. Whatever. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Hope everybody's still doing well. Not really much has changed for me since we talked yesterday. Yesterday was an extremely long campaign turn for me. I don't really normally want to do that with my let's play campaigns, but if I'm get enough subscribers to where I could live stream and all, the idea for me is maybe a 3 to 4 hour live stream. I'll probably stream it. I'm gonna check with like some of the other Warhammer live streamers because I don't really want to stream while they're streaming. It's kind of like, from my perspective, it was their territory first, and I'm kind of here just second. And I really truly don't know if they're making money on it or not. My intent is to not make money off my channel. I just enjoy uh, recording the video and the content and connecting with the community and trying to do my best to try and help ensure that Creative Assembly has enough of a following that they continue to make updates to the game that I like. You know, I could very easily just, well, maybe not necessarily very easily, but I could kind of turn off my interest and go play like World of Warcraft or Doom or whatever, and be fine. But Um, I really enjoy this game because it's kind of, it makes me consider a whole bunch of different kind of options and everything else before I do certain things. Yeah, I kind of expected this. I mean, I could probably fight it and do something with it, but you know, I got 2,400. Oh, I don't have enough money. I don't really care about that. The idea that I have is I'm going to sacrifice all of the territory all the way up until Archaon's settlements. Because I can justify it by I'm going to get the entire Cathay region. Because there's really nothing over there. So.
This world will burn.
So, like I said, that doesn't really bother me.
The Bloodlords demand no rest, no surrender. You want me? I will continue shortly. Excess. It will aid my conquest.
So you can go this way. So I'm marching towards Zhao Ming's last or Cathay's last couple settlements, and like I said, I'm pretty sure that it's where Zhao Ming's starting army is now.
I bring the plague gift. Spread plague.
We're gonna put this guy here.
A wondrous day.
All right. Alright, so one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to build this army here. So if the High Elves think that they're just going to march through all of this and not get a...
Absurd.
Yeah, they took a lot of damage on that. Alright, we can get rid of this. But anyway, if they think that they're gonna be able to just march across, and once they get to my main settlement there, that I'm not gonna fight them. Yeah, I will. Even though I want them to kill Archaon, since it's my main settlement, I have to have a little bit of a sense of pride, right? Okay. Let's see. Check diplomacy.
Only the finest.
It's all about the money. Let's do this. This.
You have not.
We're at the point now where I don't really care what happens. I just want the money.
Curse my crowded sight. Speaker! Yes!
Blood.
Yes?
Blood.
Alright. Okay. So it did give us a little bit of extra money. Moving on.
Endure the scorching winds, minions.
Like I said, the goal for me right now is to kill Cathay. They only have 2 settlements, but I know that they can build some pretty strong armies with those 2 settlements. So I'm sending everything that I have, just going after Zhao Ming's areas. And whatever Nakai vassal army
Fight on the side of true
settlement that I have that's in the way, then I'll kill it and claim it. But yeah. There's so many things blowing up the internet this week, and the biggest one that I'm choosing to focus on is the Bill Belichick thing. And
Soon all the world will
yeah,
be dead.
I fully understand that if you take a look at, so here's my take on it. Okay, if you fully take a look at somebody's accomplishments to justify them to to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Okay. Okay. So from a coaching standpoint, we need to see some examples. And my good old buddy Colin Cowherd, you know, and I call him my good buddy because I do make posts from time to time on his his X account, not him personally, but the show that he represents, and I do get some feedback here and there. If you want to really take a look at accomplishments, okay, fine. But one of the things that is probably the most overlooked aspect of the NFL is, when did the NFL become more popular than baseball and some of the other sports? Was it during the Belichick Brady connection? Was it during the Aikman and Emmitt Smith and Jimmy Johnson connection? When was it? Okay. So while it's very easy to say that yes, maybe his last few years coaching in the league wouldn't justify him to be a first ballot Hall of Fame. Okay. But then maybe we need to really reevaluate what actually makes a first ballot Hall of Fame. So I personally am a huge Saints fan, okay? And if it wasn't for Drew Brees and Sean Payton, I probably would not have seen a Super Bowl in my where my team competed in the Super Bowl in my lifetime. Okay? Seriously, that's how I feel. I probably would not have seen a Super Bowl where my team was playing in my lifetime. Okay?
Such insights to tempt you.
And some people say, "Oh, you're crazy. It's such a long time span." Okay. How long have the Detroit Lions been an NFL team?
Ready to indulge?
They've never been to a Super Bowl. Never even been.
Come to me.
But they're one of the oldest franchises in the NFL, right?
I require further
Right.
draws.
So don't sit there and tell me
Where is the
that
oasis?
the NFL is not about popularity, right? Okay. So, with that have been said, I don't care what Bill Belichick is doing in North Carolina. I really don't. In my honest opinion, I think he's sitting down there, killing time until a good pro job opens. That's in my opinion, that's his mindset. But
Sacred executioner.
since the NFL has turned into a sports entertainment spectacle, if the coach, the quarterback, and the players are not charismatic, the general public doesn't really care to watch them. It's no longer about who's the best player at a position, or a quarterback, or who the coach is, or loyalty to a team. It's all about how many points can you score, what the entertainment factor is, and can you attract new viewers. And an old guy that has the same amount of charisma as the big toe on my left foot has, and the inability to make himself likable. No. That was probably the deciding factor into not making Belichick a first ballot Hall of Famer. Which is fine.
I don't like sand.
If that's how we're beginning to judge the NFL Hall of Fame, is based on character as a potential requirement. And if that was really truly the case, then we need to really truly evaluate some of the most recent inductees into the NFL Hall of Fame. Because it's not like Major League Baseball or the NHL or the NBA to where there's a character reference in it that may or may not keep you out of the Hall of Fame.
A mortal sun beats like
Ask the multiple-time home run champion Barry Bonds,
My mind cannot be turned.
and ask Pete Rose in his estate how well that character review works to get into the Hall of Fame. And just make no mistake about it, getting into the Hall of Fame it's not about
Serve me. Serve chaos. Join the ruins.
it's not about making yourself
Is this hot?
shown in a different kind of light.
Time to
It's all about immortality, right? Because
once.
if you do enough
will
good
not
things in a
forsake my
particular sport
ancestors.
in the NFL, or you have a significant amount of accomplishments, you're immortal. Not from the standpoint that you're going to live forever, but that your accomplishments are going to be shared for as long as the NFL thrives as a business, right? So, I fully understand the
Prince shall inherit.
not necessarily the necessity, but
Preparing locus of grace.
the reward for doing things in your field that have probably never been done before. You know, and you know,
The sands of time.
whether you like Bill Belichick or whether you hate him, okay, the man still has a significant number
and perhaps you
of
too can ascend.
Super Bowl rings, and you can say that he has all those rings because Tom Brady was his quarterback. Yeah, well, how many Super Bowl rings would Bill Walsh have if he didn't have Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and Steve Young as his quarterbacks in wide receivers? You can make that justification for every single coach in the NFL ever. Jimmy Johnson, would he have been elected into the Hall of Fame if Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith were complete and total busts? Probably not. So, you can attempt to justify his career because of the players that were on his team that he coached. But if you're going to do that, then you need to justify it by doing it for every single coach across the board that's currently in the NFL or Hall of Fame. In my opinion, there's only one coach that you can't justify the accomplishments of the players as to why they are where they are, and that's Don Shula, because
Supreme champion.
I'm gonna lose some
Prepare
money.
to die.
But anyway, Don Shula
Fathers here.
his accomplishments
Souls ache so.
and winning record alone justifies him getting for the NFL Hall of Fame.
The crystal deserts.
The Miami Dolphins have been completely irrelevant from the moment that he retired. Even though that Dan Marino retired not necessarily a significant amount of time after he did, but not the same year, right? Okay. So, there is a perfectly good justification to adjust the norms of every single rule that ever comes out. And adjusting the norm for Bill Belichick to get in as a first ballot Hall of Famer, it absolutely should have happened, because in my honest opinion, what's going to really happen as a result of all of this is maybe not necessarily in my lifetime, and maybe not in my son's lifetime, but in my son's, in my future grandkids' lifetime, they're going to question whether or not the people that are currently inducted into the Hall of Fames actually deserve to be there. And, you know, and we're heading towards a society that is not necessarily about qualifications as it is to impact of your field. And I'm sorry, there are no greater impacts in my life that I can think of in terms of the NFL that had a bigger impact.
Ascended.
I don't understand why that's still at 1.
Heat our blood. Fuel
I should have been able to
our
recruit that on this turn. Anyway, there's nothing that indicates to me,
first I
and there's
command
nothing
chaos.
that would have been a larger impact.
It burns like my rage. I am too weary.
Oh, I know what happened.
Death bringer.
Well, there's nothing that's gonna happen because of that. Thing. Oh, I messed up on that one. I wasn't paying attention and I forgot what I was doing. But anyway, there has been no quarterback coach combination in my lifetime outside of Drew Brees and Sean Payton because I'm a Saints fan. So I'm excluding how I feel about them. There's been no other coach quarterback combination that was as influential to me to not just watch the NFL, but to root against the kings of the castle so new blood could come in. So, yeah. And like I said, outside of Sean Payton and Drew Brees, as a Saints fan, yeah, there's been no greater combination in NFL history. Up until now, everybody talks about Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Okay. This year is another good example. Remove the weapons in the defense from Patrick Mahomes. And congratulations. He's sitting at home watching other teams play. A Hall of Fame coach and potentially a Hall of Fame quarterback. Both of them sitting at home watching the Super Bowl. It's a 100% pure testament. While the quarterback may be the most important position on the team, and the coach may be one of the most important positions on the team, it doesn't complete the team. You have to have a complete team to win championships. And in my honest opinion, and it's probably going to get one of the lowest views out of any Super Bowl ever, but I think that the Patriots and the Seahawks this week Super Bowl, they are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, the two best complete teams in the NFL. They really are.
Empower magics.
They have good coaches, solid quarterbacks, solid offensive lines, and solid defensive line.
Nurgle's uncleanest. Of the blood legions. Flay your flesh.
Alright, so he's going to take this one.
Battle, butchery, boiling rage.
Doesn't matter. So anyway, and one of my favorite sports podcasts that I watch all the time is Colin Cowherd. me and Jason Montgomery and some of the other people on our staff have had kind of, not necessarily battle, but kind of quirks going back and forth. Yeah. And their take on Belichick not being a first ballot Hall of Famer
The Fly Master.
because of his stats. Okay. I understand and I agree if you want to compare stats. But, you know, Mr. Cowherd, I fully respect you and I fully respect your staff. But if you're going to compare
You are so limited.
Bill Belichick to some of the other coaches that you mentioned, you should at the very least compare how many times that those Super Bowl coaches, quotations, have actually been to the Super Bowl. You know, and I don't care that Belichick has a winning percentage below certain people, or I don't care that if you take Tom Brady out of the mix, his winning percentage is this. Well, the moment that Drew Brees left New Orleans, they became one of the worst teams in the NFL. So, if you're going to take the accomplishments of the coach out of the picture because you remove the accomplishments of the quarterback, then I'm sorry. You have no choice but to remove the accomplishments of the fucking quarterback that was in the same system that the coach was in. You know, because Drew Brees was a complete nothing until he went to Sean Payton. Bo Nix got lucky to be drafted by Sean Payton. Jared Stidham, we're talking about one or two play calls, and the Broncos will be the ones in the Super Bowl. We're not even talking about the fact that as fans of the game, where we have beyond 2020 vision because of the camera technology to be able to actually see the players, we didn't even take that into consideration. The fact that the Broncos lost by 3 and didn't even have their damn starting quarterback in there. We're talking about 4th and 1. The hell with 4th and 1. The Broncos didn't have their starting quarterback. And the moment that the second half kickoff occurred, neither team could see each other because of the weather conditions. I guarantee you that if you take a 10 to 17, so let's backtrack a little bit, okay? If you take that Denver New England game, okay, and you put it in the Major League Baseball perspective, where weather does allow for a cancellation to change the date, okay? And yes, I understand because Major League Baseball has the best of 7 series and NFL doesn't. Fine. Okay. However, the NFL does have a rule as it pertains to weather if it's a regular season game. Okay. But it doesn't have a rule as it pertains to games to playoff games. Okay. I have no doubts in my mind that if you stop the Denver Broncos game on the championship weekend, okay, and you carry it over to where there's somewhat decent better weather in Denver, you may not have a different outcome, but you have a better quality game. Because it's no longer going to be a 10-7 or a 10-10. You will actually be able to see whether the adjustments that Jared Stidham did actually have an impact on the game. Okay? The weather had absolutely the biggest impact on the game. And it costed a offensive coordinator his job. So the idea here is that there are always options that can improve a current situation. If the governing bodies really want the current situation to improve or be entertaining or determined. So, okay. Alright, so let's see what kind of bullshit we got going on here. I don't care about that.
Chaos incarnate. Nurgle's beloved. Onward.
I'm just gonna put this guy here.
Tear their souls apart.
Yeah, of course. I think that particular
Demon Prince.
person, or that particular
Embodiment of
hero, has critically failed more than they have successfully done. It's kind of like when they do successfully complete something, I'm in such shock that they actually did what they were supposed to do.
better to be by my side than in my path.
A military alliance, no. That it's like, wow, they actually did what I wanted them to do. Oh. But anyway, going back to my previous conversation. I think absolutely Bill Belichick should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. And as a huge NFL fan, I am going to discredit every single person that is inducted into the Hall of Fame from this point going forward. Do they really deserve it? You know, and this kind of goes to the NFL, the Major League Baseball one. Okay. They don't want to let Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds and Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Okay. So put yourself in the athlete's position. Okay.
Kislev fallen champion. The sun bleaches it all. Go forth, my thralls.
Does it really matter?
You want me. They are blind to us. So close. Slaughter. Find battle.
Alright, so like I was saying, put it in a form that other people understand. Okay, so if you're a person,
Deserts are devoid of desire.
voting on a first ballot Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, can you physically hit a 100-mile-an-hour baseball?
The joy of disease.
Probably not. I highly doubt that a normal person off the street can pick up a bat and physically hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. If you're a pitcher and you throw something 100 miles an hour, that object that you have just thrown moves. So even if I wanted to just take the baseball bat and just stick it out there and say that it will eventually hit my bat. Yeah, it will eventually hit your bat, but not necessarily the first 3 times that the pitcher throws the ball at your bat. So when you induct people into the different Hall of Fames, are you inducting them because they've made a strong positive contribution to your sport?
Once I achieve
Is it because of their statistics as a player, as a coach, as an owner? Or is it because of character? So, if it's strictly because of character, fine. Then the moment that a person that is where their character is questioned, but they're found to be innocent in the eyes of the law, then in the eyes of the Hall of Fame committees, they're considered eligible for Hall of Fame. And it's like, oh, well, can you give me an example? Yep, I sure can. Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens, Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Their cases, both of them have won their cases and have been considered irrelevant to their Hall of Fame status. But neither one of them are in the Hall of Fame. And I highly doubt that either one of them will be in the Hall of Fame during my lifetime. And it's really a truly shame because I really, truly, honestly think that
endure the scorching winds, miners. A wondrous day. Such insights to tempt you. Go frolic
So I honestly, really, truly believe that the
Minions, conceal yourselves.
character vote for Pete Rose and Barry Bonds is really high, because if it wasn't for Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco, would people really go to watch baseball games? There's only two reasons to go watch a baseball game. One, to catch a ball, and two, because the park, the stadium that you watch the game in, sells incredibly good food. That's it. Well, with the NFL, it's just as bad, if not worse. Your chances of catching a football are slim to none unless you're sitting where the field goals are being kicked. So, the main reason to go to an NFL game is because of the tailgate, and the fact that your team wins is a bonus. It's all about the tailgate. So maybe the NFL needs to enhance the tailgate experience.
The sands of time.
I would not be surprised, honestly, if there are the total number of people that run their own run tailgates versus actually going in and watching the game. There's no way that you can tell me that for teams that are total ass, like the Jets, the Saints, and some of these others, that they're going to spend a couple $100 to go inside the stadium to watch the game in person when they can stream it for basically nothing, sit outside the stadium, and eat whatever they want for nothing. Alright.
It's me. On pink feet we move. Twist them into
Alright.
naught.
Yeah, I'm starting to run a little bit out of money here, but like I said, Cathay only has 2 settlements left, and in my honest opinion, Cathay is the biggest problem here.
Living weapons of conquest. Bloodlust. Wrath's decree. Fathers here.
Alright. Let's move on. Oh. We're going to do that one. Yeah. Doing the researches and everything for settlements that give you more money are absolutely the most worth it. Alright, so Cathay did nothing. I'm sure that they moved in a particular spot to try and stop me from going after their 2 settlements. Honestly, whatever their current army is potentially a problem, but I would rather kill their last remaining main settlement
Submit yourself to chaos.
and sacrifice a couple of territories to do it, because Because if they take their last remaining, if I take their last remaining main settlement, okay.
Chaos incarnate.
Who cares if they can produce
I have a palace in the sun.
a crap ton of armies?
I bring the plague gift.
If the armies are filled with nothing but a bunch of peasant spearmen, right?
Battle brings death. Death brings decay.
And so I've got 3 armies there.
Carnage. Moved into shadow.
Unhand me or be eradicated.
Go and see my thralls.
So
You desire
I
fornication.
apologize for going on kind of that big ass rant, but it's kind of like,
Take them unaware.
it's like, is that where we are really trending as a society where
So,
it's irrelevant? So if you're a person
of this world under chaos.
that's looking to get a decent job or whatever, okay? And the companies are requiring people to get college degrees and all that kind of stuff, okay? But yet we're holding other people accountable because of their past versus what they're doing now. And then on other people, we don't really care about their past. We only care what they're doing now. Okay? Fine. Well, make up your mind. Okay? I'll give it. I'm not going to tell you who I work for or anything like that. I'm not going to tell you what I do or anything like that. Okay? But I will say that over the course of my career, and when I say my career, I'm a relatively young guy. Okay? So normally when you would hear over the course of my career, you're listening to somebody that's been in their profession for 20, 25, 30 years. Okay. Well, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Those days are completely done. And the reason why that those days are completely done, it's not necessarily because of the people that work for those companies. It's because please show me that any company that was started after the year 2000, I would really like to see how many of them are actually still in business today. There's not many. Okay. So anyway, one of the biggest jokes that I've learned being in the position that I'm in and working with some of the younger talents in my field. Okay. It's not about learning a process or kind of taking the time to understand a topic before you provide an opinion on it. It's 100% about look at what I've accomplished in my life, and I deserve to be compensated for my previous accomplishments that have no positive impact on your company's livelihood. But I want to be compensated as if I'm the reason that your company has been employed for 35 years, has been doing business for 35 plus years, right? Okay, fine. If that's the new norm, okay, that's perfectly fine with me. If that's the new normal, okay.
Supreme sorcery.
But my counter to that is if that's the new normal, from a positive side, what is the counterbalance side?
Magical.
The counterbalance is a whole lot of people in positions that probably wouldn't be in the positions that they're in if it wasn't for the demand of those roles. There is absolutely not a day that goes by that I wish that I would have completely changed my
Master.
my professional mindset. My job absolutely could be replaced by AI. Absolutely. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that my position could be completed with AI. Probably better than what I could do. But I will say, as a caveat to that, yes, AI could probably do a better job at my job that I could do if my company would allow AI to do what it wants to do. But since I'm in the luxury that so many companies are afraid of AI, I don't have a problem with it. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't really have a problem with it because I fully understand the full capabilities of AI. And while, yes, my current job and what I currently do could be replaced by AI, the human factor role of my job will never be able to be replaced by AI. So, how AI could work to really increase my current job is it would absolutely, if we embrace it, could increase the accuracy level of my current job. So not necessarily replace me, but pinpoint the accuracy of my questions and everything else, which would be absolutely critical to a company
I require
that I work for. Because I could absolutely help them save cost and decreasing the amount of cost that it takes me to figure it out. Because it would take less time. Alright, let's see what we got going on here.
More power to me.
Naggle's beloved.
You know, and I guess, like, going back to the conversation, is kind of, I guess it's kind of just where society has kind of lost its understanding of what's important versus not, right? It's kind of like, you know, and as I'm starting to get on up there in years, and I see the challenges that my grandparents had, and I'm starting to get a good idea of the challenges that my parents are going to have. And I know that the challenges that my parents are going to have are going to be extremely worse for me. Because unlike my grandparents and my parents, at least the government had some form of a way to take care of the citizens that are living
Though my power is unfathomable,
within their
I still
borders.
need minions like you.
You know, but I have a feeling that my retirement and my family's retirement is going to 100% depend on the decisions that I make now. And if I rely on the government to influence those decisions, my family's in a lot of trouble. When I retire or die, my family's in a lot of trouble. So,
Kislav's fallen champion.
okay.
Heat our blood, fuel our fury.
Alright, so I really need to get some of these armies to fall for my ambushes. Or something.
A wondrous day.
I would never betray Cathay.
Excess. Don't stop. Yes. Stride with fury.
Clear that.
No time to rest. Chaos reigns.
Alright, so I'm going to move this guy over here.
On hell-sent foot. Far beneath me. It burns like my rage. Very well. Rest. Serve me. Serve chaos. The sun bleaches.
Why that? Let's see what happens.
I heed only my father's decree.
I have a pretty good idea what's going to happen.
Soon all the world will be this dead. How divine. They are blind to us. Father's here.
So I want at least one army.
Sweat.
I want at least one army to come over there. So what happened over here? So I killed my one son. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I don't care. Alright.
Cinches slave. Cinches sorcerer.
Alright.
I herald the only
Alright, I'm gonna go get a quick drink and I'll be right back.
change.
When I am all powerful, there will be a place for you.
Arball! No. That kind of bullshit right there is kind of like, oh, let's get rid of the. That's why the Cathay needs to die. All right. Okay, so those armies are going that way. It's fine. You know what?
Time to indulge. Supreme champion. Slaves to darkness.
We got that there.
Burn them now. Lustrous transmogrification.
Alright, so that takes care of that.
Change is coming. I need lubrication.
Let's see. What do we got going on here?
Are you tempted? Snuff them out.
Thank you. Actually did something.
Service me.
Good job, you did something. Let me give you a sign that says good job. I'll give you a sign. Alright.
Lifeless. blasted land. I approve. Such insights to tempt you. Cavort and sin.
I will not forsake my ancestors. My mind cannot.
Kind of like click on something and hope for the best, right?
I will not forsake my ancestors.
Okay. Oh. We're gonna do that. So we've got 3 armies there.
A mortal son beats like my heart.
And there's 2 here. Okay. Alright. So let's see what's going on up here. Nothing. Alright.
Command. Obey.
Now, let's see what else can we make this army do. We'll do that. You know what? Hold on. Wait. Time out.
Bloodshed.
Prismatic splendor.
All of what I selected is really important. You know what? It's not really all that, honestly. I really want to make this most money as possible. And all right.
Vision of this world under chaos.
We got Zhao Ming right there. I think he'll be alright. Cause he's gonna have to change his stance.
Keep paying your respects to me.
We'll find
and
out.
Few will dare oppose you.
Oh, okay. So I got 2,000, and I do have some money. I guess I don't have enough. Alright, whatever. I mean, I really truly don't care about that stuff over there as long as Archon dies. Because the idea for me is I'm going to get and claim everything that Cathay has. And I'm going to build the gates. So whatever comes that way is going to have to go through the mountains and the gates to finish me off. And they're not going to be able to do it. I'd really like to be able to kill the Cathay. So, you know what? I'm not quite sure where their army was. I don't really care.
My mind cannot.
Can I take one of my armies and get over there? This one? Yeah. Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna kill that one. Alright, so where are the other ones? Where'd the other ones go? So there's Mao Ying.
betray Cathay.
Lord of States.
Oh, I think what I'm gonna do is I got that one.
Decay. Embrace the lust. Take them unawares. Advance. Not this time. So much power. In search of conquest.
Alright, so oh,
Is this hot?
alright. So I can't see all of the actual Cathay's last two settlements. But I did get rid of one of their primary settlements. Or not primary, one of their primary armies. So yes, I have this bullshit going on over here. But you know what? I don't really care about that anyway. I mean, I care about it from this perspective here, in a sense that I'm gonna build this settlement here. And I got 20 units here. And I'm gonna make a 20 unit garrison here. Maybe more. Who knows? It all depends on how well this goes over here.
Ready to indulge?
Okay. You can't do nothing with that. Because you're useless.
Such tawdry representations.
Okay.
Behind the dunes.
So my idea is to use this army here to kind of clean up everything. And make money. While my main armies, I think that, so there's this, so Cathay only has 2 settlements left. Their main settlement here in this one. But they do have a couple of really strong armies left. With Zhaoming and Maoying where they could absolutely make a stand. Alright. Let's see what happens on this end turn. I'm hoping that I get at least one of the Cathays, Zhaoming or Maoying, to fall for something, because their armies aren't really all that strong. They're pretty strong in a sense where if I have to physically fight it, it's going to be a nasty fight. At least for me. Alright. Let's see, we're gonna do that one. I'm not quite sure where his armies are.
I have ascended. So good. Slash every sinew. Scorching winds, raise my ire. Seek prey, minions. On we go.
All right.
Cavort. Such
I think I'm gonna sack it because yeah.
no return.
I don't like sand. The grains are coarse.
An orgy of violence.
This is the one thing that I think that by the Daniel the Demon Prince campaign where it's kind of bugged. So I can sack it and then occupy it for, and it doesn't really cost me anything to occupy it.
Delectable.
So what did I get, like 20k for sacking it? We'll get rid of that. Okay.
Father knows best.
Not quite sure where the other Cathay armies are. Did they disappear into the dust? I don't know. I don't see them. Oh, I see this one.
I am no one's slave.
I don't care about that, but maybe I should. I don't know.
Of the blood legions.
My mind cannot be turned.
Slaughter made manifest.
So we're gonna do that. And like I said, this army here is going to be used
Iridescence and tremble.
at the moment to get the. Oh, it ain't gonna get it.
Snap.
Okay. Well, this will probably be my last turn. So
From the
I'll
gods.
probably call it a night. I'm pretty tired. I am pretty tired. Probably slurring some of my language and all.
You desire fornication.
Which slurring my language at this time of night could be because I'm tired or drunk. I'm not quite sure what. I'm gonna lean towards tired. Because I honestly feel like that if I was playing this game while I was totally drunk, I'd have been defeated a long time ago.
What a wonderful
But who knows?
gift.
So we'll just do. Yeah. I think it's important, sometimes, you can't really build all the buildings that you want to build. But if you're looking to do certain things, oh wait. I think yeah. I don't see anybody.
Obliterate all for the blood god.
Alright, so we're gonna do this. Do that.
Executioner, greatest bloodletter.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so some people ask, well, why'd you do that? Well, I could spec him for full combat and all, if I'm gonna fight it. But I'm not gonna fight it. Alright, so Cathay chose something like
Though my power is unfathomable, I still need minions like you.
no. Alright. Well, this will be my last turn. After this turn, I'm going to bed.
Burn. I have become as a god.
I really, truly don't care what they have going on over here.
The embodiment of fear. Father's here. I go where I please. This way. They are blind to us. If it means blood.
Alright, yeah, like I said, this will absolutely be my last turn. Alright, so with this army, so I know what's coming this way. Whatever.
Enough. Cool.
I was hoping that that one particular army and all would fall for an ambush, but it didn't, so. But, whatever. Alright, this will be my last turn. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I am actually really tired. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I attacked him. Okay.
Never obey.
Whatever.
Enemy. Better to be by my side than in my path.
Alright, I'm gonna save it. Oh wait. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Alright, I'm gonna save it right here. Because I'm not gonna do anything else. Alright. Oh, that's it for this. I will see you all next time. And hopefully Cathay will be dead. I'm expecting it to be dead relatively soon. Alright, well, I appreciate y'all. Take care.